Hello!
Hello!
Hi!
Ohio.
We live.
Shenanigans.
Chilele?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z.
There we go.
I mean, wait.
No, that's the bottom of the elevator shaft.
Oh yeah. We looked.
Previously on Dragon Ball Z.
Previously on the Dragon Crew. Or the misadventures of the Dragon Crew.
A 6-year-old cut. Hey,
A 6-year-old found some liquor.
Beep. Got the liquor cabinet.
So,
The scientist and the AI decided to go alone to go get equipment.
Speaking of equipment,
you're missing a camera.
side note, I'm missing my camera, but I will bring it back eventually.
Eventually.
But
That's the
this
key
guy
word.
was only like $15 on him.
What?
The light.
Ring.
Oh, yeah, I hate the light rings.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
But you also have your desk set up in such a way that you get good light from your windows.
No,
So-
I actually have 3 floor lamps.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I block the light from the windows because it's so hard to regulate. You know,
Well,
shadow
yeah,
and
night
light.
to day.
And
But
so I actually have cardboard over my whole window in the downstairs, and then I have 3 floor lights, one right in front and then one on either side, right behind my monitor.
right.
And so it
There you
gives
go.
me perfect.
I have a thing that I need to bring down and attach to the table for this so that I can get rid of the tripod deal.
See, my thing is
Clear up some table space.
my 2 monitors are 40-inch monitors, 42-inch monitors, and so I can't. Like the camera sits way up on high on the thing as it is.
Yeah.
And so if I had a light shining down from there, it would get like horrible shadows underneath.
Yeah, that could be problematic.
You'd look like you had a quad chin.
You'd be like, chin, 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 chin. Anywho,
The crimson chin.
So last week,
move on.
what did we do last week?
I am locked in Lakesh's office with a 400-year-old bottle of scotch.
Oh my God! Yes, I
Because
forgot
she
about
went
that.
berserk.
She went into a blood rage.
Yes, the whole.
That was like that was like most of last week. Was just her dealing with the blood rage and us managing that.
Didn't kill you. We
Blood
successfully.
transfusion pack. You almost killed me. Which is what caused
Why'd you get in
which
my
is what
way?
caused my follower to scoop me up and lock me in Lakesh's.
Yeah. Nope.
My keyboard.
Why'd she call him her follower? Her follower. We all know that's her big daddy.
The big daddy.
So, anyways,
Anywho.
Yeah, we left off with me and Skippy transmatting or Matt transiting to the other. Yeah, you didn't make your
Place.
roll. And we didn't make my roll yet.
you were going back to what you had assumed was New York.
But it was actually we found out it was Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. To get more electronic equipment.
Yes.
Because he actually can get said electronic equipment that we can't.
Well, I can get more of it without breaking a bunch of shit.
Ah!
Yes, exactly.
What he said.
All right, Skippy. Did
Yes?
you make your roll for your con?
They don't have a con.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're fine. Is it just you 2 going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, she was coming with us too, right?
Oh,
No, she's off looking
She's
for
still
her.
in the office.
That's right.
So no, her.
No, I
she,
mean-
she went on the comm and called like, "Where are you?" No, she was gonna be finding the little
Yeah,
one.
that's right. So, anyways, just me and him.
I believe.
I believe in you. I believe in you, Cole.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, God damn.
I missed it by 3.
We didn't bring any blood packs with us.
I'm not gonna die
Yeah.
yet.
I don't know. You keep failing them by 3 or more, and you will.
And I can't help you. These little tiny things don't have injection mechanisms on them, okay? I can't, like, give you a stim pack or something.
Yeah. Well, if we get these electronic parts and make it back without me dying, then guess what? We can recalibrate it, and it won't do this to us as a bad.
All right. So, yeah. You vomit. But that's okay because you can't really see or hear anything right now. Blood is coming out of your eyes and your nose and your ears and your ass.
God, you're disgusting.
Shut up, Skippy.
Yeah, you hear.
Yeah, I just say shut up, Skippy.
It's the only other thing in here making
He
noise.
assumes.
Come to find out, you're just passing gas. God damn it! Shut up, Skippy! Anyways, so you're pretty much incapacitated for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just chill here for a little bit.
So Skippy, you get 15 minutes of laying in his pocket.
I'm playing solitaire in my brain.
While composing your opera.
Yeah, while composing my opera. I'll be singing throughout this whole thing, so as soon as he starts like actually being able to hear, he's gonna hear me singing my opera.
Alright, so
Smother a beer can.
You know, smother an enchilada.
Skippy, look like an enchilada.
I can't do that, Henry.
But I want to smother that.
Alright, so anyway, 15 minutes later, your eyesight is like
That's what your eyesight
your eyesight is
in rainbow colors.
your eyesight. Imagine being on a snowmobile doing 80 miles an hour with no goggles on at 30 below zero. That is what you're seeing and feeling right now with your eyes.
You're like, ugh.
You can somewhat hear now. You're fairly certain somebody's beating drums because you can hear. See there, it's your heartbeat. It shouldn't sound that loud in your own head.
Great.
But you can get up and move around now.
I head toward the hatch.
Make me a dex roll.
Missed it by 3.
Noodle legs!
Missed it by 3.
I'm alive.
I'm gonna kill myself at some point in this game.
So you stand up and try to take those couple steps towards the thing, and don't realize that you're starting to fall forward towards it
And just fall.
until you're about halfway down towards it. At which point you're all like, "Ah!" Roll me a d6 minus 3.
0.
All right, you hit the ground, but not hard enough to do any real damage.
Just ouch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I fell right on my pride. Oh, it's hurt. All right. So,
Okay, I'll crawl the rest of the way to the door.
by the time you get to the door, your balance is somewhat returned. Your eyesight's a little bit better. You're only at a -2 now on all spot rolls. Your hearing is back to normal, other than the fact that your heartbeat is still really loud in your ears.
That's what happens when you have perforated eardrums.
All right. So,
Or burst blood vessels in your ear canal.
you want to make your perception roll? Don't forget you're at a -2 for vision.
Missed it by 2.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna make one too.
If you're in his pocket, you can't.
Damn it.
This is to see something through the little window. Alright. Yeah.
Little noodle.
Both of you make the listen checks at -2, only because of the really thick door. But both of you can make listen checks.
Made it by 1.
Yay!
Made it by 3.
Alright. Both of you can hear lots of
God.
on the other side of the door here.
Son of a bitch.
Look through the little window thing. Yeah, there's 4 of them in there.
Oh, God.
Skippy, we're going for a ride.
Oh, God. Am I very much not going to like this?
You're very much not going to like this, and I pop the door open and shut it again.
Oh shit!
You're very much not going to like this either.
So,
Random!
because you have not fully recovered from your first effects, you're at a -1 on your con check for your
Okay.
next roll.
Oh, God.
All right, go ahead and roll it. Skippy, you're also fine.
Skippy's enjoying the ride. Oh.
Come on.
Still missed it by 3.
Oh, god damn it! Don't do that one more time. That's when you start getting really fucked up. Okay.
This is Henry. He always
Vomit
gets really
again.
fucked up.
Dude, well, he dry heaves this time.
I have
But
nothing to throw up.
but he does shit himself this time.
God damn it.
So if it's not coming out, it's going.
It's not coming out the top, it's coming out the bottom.
Your skin feels like it's on fire. Oh, okay.
Can you hear anything, or is he still?
No, his hearing's pretty much gone. And you do take 1 point of body damage.
Okay.
One of your eyes. It's not in the socket the way it's supposed to
but
be.
not out of his eye.
Yeah, it's
hole yet.
it's like bulging out. And if you could see it, it was all like red, and you like got broken capillaries and stuff in the eye.
I don't think I can feel this.
Oh, your whole eye is hurting right now. You're like, oh, vision's a little off.
I'm just gonna like softly put pressure against it.
Oh,
Softly.
oh, I know. It was me because I imagined the whole. Oh,
Get back in.
oh yeah. So you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you can hear as the air that was behind it
Comes out the sides.
Yes.
Oh.
And you can feel it as it like hits the
Yeah,
skin
My
next to your eye.
vibrates. Oh god.
It's like the glaucoma air test, but in reverse.
God.
Oh, it's coming from behind my eye.
When I was like 12 or 13, I got in a car accident. Not like super bad, but because we didn't actually hit anybody, but a guy in front of us was driving in a beehive box, was in the back of his truck, and the lid flew off and smashed in the windshield and I ended up with glass in one of my eyes. Yeah. Blowing the air is nothing to having like this straight saline and medicated antibiotics dripped into your eyes to clean out. Ugh, it was so bad.
To flush it out.
Yeah. They
Before it
basically
started ripping into your eye.
it's basic. They basically put a contact lens in, but it has a little tiny nipple thing on the end of it, and they hook up the IV line to that, and then they just open it up and
flushes your eye
flushes
out.
your eye out.
Very.
Anywho, sorry, off topic, but just reminded me.
Are you full? You full?
We have a blanket.
Okay, so there's another one right here.
Anywho,
All right. So, anyways, takes you about 20 minutes to recover.
Henry, 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 Henry,
Why?
are you okay?
I just set his hand out away from me for a minute. I'm fine. Just recovering.
I think that I enjoyed that more than you did.
No, obviously.
Hi, Snow Angel.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Wish you were here too.
You get all of the shenanigans.
So, anyways, the door doesn't have a hole in it. Seems to be a solid metal door.
Oh dear.
It also doesn't seem to have the see-through, or not see-through. It was mirrored
Mirrored
windows
glass, yeah.
from this side. It is the same hexagonal room. This time the walls are kind of a smoky gray color with gold flecks in them.
Okay. I will carefully start moving toward the door,
Are you gonna crawl?
testing my equilibrium
Okay.
before I just start walking.
You're a little uneasy, but you eventually get your balance back.
Then I will head toward the door.
Okay, you're at the door. Feels cold to the touch.
Okay. Is it like super cold or just like
No.
kind of cold?
Cold.
Okay. Turn the handle.
Okay. It's really stuck.
Did you bring a blowtorch with you?
Small one. Part of the mechanic kit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can try and heat it up, I guess.
They have like a crowbar with it and stuff like that, right?
Mechanic kit.
I'll try wedging it onto the
Make
handle
some
to
leverage.
add more leverage.
Okay, make me a strength roll,
Try
plus 2.
turning it. Made it by 3.
Made it by 3. So as you're sitting here, you're like practically have to like lift yourself up, and then you feel it
Hang on it.
and as soon as it does, small trickles of water start coming in.
Uh-oh.
Not spraying, right?
No, because you just barely got it to move, and so it's just a little bit because it's like the doors on the submarines. You know, they're watertight, but you just cracked it just a tiny little bit.
There's not a lot. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of pressure behind
Doesn't seem to be a ton of pressure behind it. No.
it. You want to risk it? It goes with you. Worst case scenario, we wait for it to flood, close the door, and go somewhere else.
If you can get the door to close.
Well, if the pressure equalizes, the door can close.
Send it back to lock.
I mean, I don't have to worry about breathing.
Yeah,
so...
I know. Shut up.
Just like if you're in a car that gets submerged, just hold your breath, sit there as calm as possible until the door or the water inside completely fills up.
Yep.
Once it equalizes, your door open.
Your window.
Let's do it. Got nothing better.
I mean, we gotta open and close the door anyway
Yeah,
to get
to
go
go
anywhere else, or we have to get to the other side of the door. So I continue trying to turn the handle.
Okay. As you keep moving the crowbar and stuff, you're able to get it. As you keep, clicking
Loosening
it
it.
just a little bit more, the water starts to pick up the flow. After you've gone probably about a half a turn, you've got maybe a half an inch of water in there now, as the water is starting to pick up pretty good. By the time you finish the 3 complete revolutions needed to unlock the door, it is about waist deep in here now.
Black magic.
Okay.
But it has you feel it click as it's in the all the way open position now,
I pull on it.
You gotta pick up.
and actually you have to push.
Oh, push on it. Sorry.
You pick me up off the floor.
I find the floating chrome can.
I mean, I was thinking about displacing some water, but I figured we didn't want to go above head height, so...
Thanks.
He makes himself grow to fit most of the room. You're over here going,
Pretty much. Just give like about 2 feet all the way around, you know?
Anyways, you pick him up, put him in your pocket, right? You go to push on the door, and it doesn't want to open. Like you can feel it, like it's pushing back on you. And the water's rising fairly quickly now. You estimate probably within the next 30 seconds or so, if it continues at the same rate, it'll fill up the room.
I wait till I can open the door enough to do something with it.
Okay.
I mean, I could still displace.
No.
Well, it would equalize pressure faster, in theory.
Or reverse pressure and I get pushed right out the door into whatever's out there.
Anyways,
I'd rather have a slow death.
so you finally get the door open. All right,
Black
and it's pitch black. The room, like there's maybe a foot of air at the top of the thing, so you can swim up to get air. But everything in here is completely pitch black. You do see the lights in the past the antechamber in the control room for the Matrans unit, and they seem to be glowing. You can see the lights and stuff from it. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Nice and dark.
I click my screen on full brightness.
Just say I start glowing an iridescent green, like it's soft.
I'm pulling Fallout.
You shake him and throw him to the other side of the room.
I turn on my pip light.
You can see a few feet in the water now. Do you exit into the other room?
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay. As you advance into the next room, the water temperature seems to drop a little bit more. The rest of the room, all of the computers and stuff seem to be shorted out. The door to the outside, the blast door, is up. So it's open all the way to the corridor. You do have small sets of emergency lighting about every 50 feet in the corridors outside, which do seem to be operating. But of course, main power doesn't seem to be on.
Okay. Is there any labels or markings inside the control room?
Make me a perception roll at a -2.
Made it by 3.
You glance around. You do notice that next to the Matrans computer, there is a clipboard hanging there. And it seems to have, it's not the waterproof paper, the run it through the machine.
Laminated?
Yes, that. And it has a
It would be waterproof paper.
I mean, essentially it is, but because they actually have waterproof paper.
Yeah.
Like you can have, they have notebooks out now that you can write in with these pencils, and it's completely, and you can erase it too. It's crazy. You can turn the pencil on the side and erase the pages and say, "Oh, that's pretty good." Anyways,
There's something you can microwave them.
Yeah, there's a book that's called Rocket Folder or something like that. And it has special pens you can write in with it. And then it has little QR codes at the bottom. You take a snapshot with your phone and use the app, and it'll scan your text into like a PDF
Anything
file.
you write on the page
And
will
then
be
you
pulled.
stick it in the microwave with a cup of water on top of it and microwave it, and it erases the entire book, and you can go in and fill it out.
that's awesome.
I bought one for my wife for Christmas one year. She loves it. She'd take notes from all of her different classes and then copy them all in a
Transcribe them.
box and then erase it and start the next class.
Yeah. Anyways, it looks like you guys, the header on the page details that you are now in Redoubt Tango. Okay.
While I'm at the Matrans computer, I will go through the procedure of getting the location code.
When you go to access the Matrans computer, there seems to be something holding you away from it.
Like physically?
Yes.
Is it holding the water away from it?
Yes. About 2 inches out, you encounter something hard, completely see-through. Because you can see the computer, but you can't seem to get to the computer.
Okay. I'll check my tablet, see if there's any wireless connection to it.
Nope. No
Okay.
wireless connections here.
How cold is the water?
Think of the first time you go swimming in the summer.
Natural lake cold?
Yes, natural lake cold. First time you go swimming in the summer.
40-ish degrees.
Okay. I will, I guess, head toward the corridor.
Okay.
Kind of get another vantage point of where we are in the base.
So when you get over to the corridor, you notice that the water, like where you were at, was kind of like a pocket of air. Because as you swim into the corridor and you come up on the other side of the blast door, there's no water up here, or no air up here in the water.
Okay. I head back.
Okay?
Not the greatest swimmer. Not gonna risk that. With my flashlight, if I just dunk under just to look, can I see anywhere where there's a map right near the door?
Down the hall, maybe 100 feet or so, by where the elevator is, on every redoubt, there seems to be a map in that exact location.
Okay.
In all 2 of them that you've seen now. Only because he hasn't been down this corridor yet. Your Pip-Boy light doesn't shine far enough down this to see it. But
Octopus.
do what?
Octopus.
Does it seem like fresh water or salt water?
I was going to say, are you going to gulp in some?
Come on.
Not gulp it, but I'll go back
Suck it in through your
to
teeth.
the air pocket and just kind of
Do a blip.
taste it a little bit.
Perception roll? I've never had anybody make a taste roll.
Regular or with a -2 still?
No, you're fine now.
Okay.
It's been long enough that you're.
Made it by 6.
This is definitely salt water.
We might be under the ocean, Skippy. No, it's like this. No, it's like my jacket's bobbing right here.
And glowing green.
See, it's great. You just attach a string to him, and you just go out into the water, and you'll always know which way is up.
Yeah. Until I can make myself or change my density.
Are there any lockers or cabinets in here?
Yeah.
I'll check in those.
Okay. You find some very, very badly deteriorated clothing and shoes and stuff like that. One of the lockers seems to be stuck with your crowbar. You're able to get it open. And inside there, you actually find a thermos. And in one of the other lockers, you find a 9mm gun. Although it seems to have stuff growing on it. But
Pretty watered up.
Are there any? So those are just regular lockers, right?
those are the ones that are in the alcove, just on the outside of the...
Do they have any like emergency lockers in here?
They have the locker that normally has the...
Would be like a first aid kit or any emergencies like respirators or anything.
Well, they have the one that normally contains like the ammunition, and it does have a first aid kit and stuff like that in it. It has that locker, but you haven't opened it, and it is locked.
I'll just try to force it.
Okay, strength roll +2.
Maybe a defibrillator.
Made it by 1.
Made by 1. So you try prying this steel locker open.
Your body's just...
You're not able to get as good a leverage in it in the water because of the water resistance and stuff, and you can't seem to get the locker open.
I will.
What do the air vents look like?
They're probably full of water.
Are there benches?
By the normal lockers there were.
Are they affixed to the floor?
Yes.
No damage.
Open the bottom one.
Huh. Well, can't really do much more here. Can't find anything that we can work with.
You haven't even gone down the. It's like the thing you sent. We've tried everything we can think of, and we haven't done a thing.
Oh yeah, that thing that I shared.
Because that was a
You
haven't even gone down the corridor. Just hold your breath. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
I drowned.
Oh, come on. People don't drown in water.
Wait.
What are your thoughts here, Skippy?
Trying to drown you.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just saying.
Well, what we're here for isn't functioning anyways, so, I mean, unless you have a death wish, there's no guarantee, based off of what we've seen thus far, that there's going to be any more air pockets further along the line.
Do you want to risk doing another mat trance?
I mean, that's up to you, buddy.
He can mat trans all day long.
Kind of sixes.
I mean, we could see, I mean, if it's just that it's flooded, and it's not like sunken underwater, we could see if there's any kind
So,
of drainage system.
Back at the place.
That's what I was
Well,
more
they're
trying to
deciding.
look for.
Bridget seems to be very anxious that they've been gone for a couple hours now.
I'm sure I've returned with the group by now.
Oh yeah.
We should have taken Big Daddy with us.
You wouldn't have come without her.
I know.
Anyways, she's thinking about trying to track them down. Because they were supposed to go over,
Yes.
take apart the computer system, and then come right back. It shouldn't have taken a couple hours. If nothing else, she can go and assist in the salvage to try to help bring it back. But she's worried because you guys had mentioned that there were dead things. Do you guys want to go with me?
I would like to go with you, but I think it's unwise that I go anywhere people are eat.
Well, don't spew it out.
It's too late for that.
I mean, eat something that you find there.
I mean, there is that giant dude at the bottom of the elevator shaft. I'm not there.
Isn't there still the bodies of the giant things?
Yes, but their bodies only contained enough for about 10 points of blood.
Each?
Yeah.
And 2 of them are still alive.
Yes, and 2 of them are still alive down there.
We didn't kill
Because
them.
you didn't kill them. Yes, you
Killed-
guys knocked them out. And then he tried everything he could to kill them. Oh, no, wait, you opened fire on them with the miniguns.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, never mind. They're all dead.
I'm gonna go down there and down there.
You are able to get 4 points of blood
Total?
total.
Because they bled out.
Because they bled out all over the place, and it's been about a day and a half since you guys have done that.
And I had extracted from one of the bodies already.
And so you're able to get another 4 points of blood.
You're not.
Doesn't taste great though.
You're not starving.
Well, she wasn't starving now. You're at 20% now.
Yeah, 'cause if there's any kind of oxygen in the breathing system.
So, shall we go? Alright. Everybody into the Matrans. Your big daddy's coming, right? Yes? Okay.
Oh dear.
Alright. Bridget hops in there. She's got a backpack.
The only time he doesn't follow me is when I'm in the airbed.
Anyways.
Come up and bang on them.
She's got a backpack of stuff.
Make sure you're still there.
And everybody make a roll.
I survived! I rolled 2 2s and a 1.
Nice.
And it was a con?
Yes.
Some,
Please don't roll 360 Sapphire.
let's see, 1, 2, 5 minus 12.
I mean, it's a 12 minus 5.
Yes. So I rolled a 5.
Yes. So 12 is your roll, right? Over there?
Yeah.
Alright, so 12 minus 5 is 7.
7!
Nice.
I'm good!
That's the first of 3 you need. If you can make it by 3 or more, you actually 3 times. Make it by 3 or more 3 times, then you start getting a +1 on it. Yes. As you start getting used to the shitted holes. How'd you do? Same thing with you. You guys both come through, no problems whatsoever.
How's Bridget?
Bridget, she rolled a 6, so she's really good too. Yes, I got the 4. Anyways, all 3 of you like pop through with no problem. Just thinking of Henry. Ah! Again, everybody wakes up laying down. That's always going to be a thing. Even if I forget to mention it, you guys always end up laying down.
Okay, do I need a roll for Big Daddy?
No.
Okay, but like I haven't been.
No. He's an NPC, so I'm not really worried about him.
Okay.
There's probably got a high enough con to handle it.
Anyways, so
No, his con's less than mine, but what?
it's because he's not supposed to get hit. But his suit helps to take care of most of the stuff that, bad things coming at him. Anyways, when you get there, she points out the fact that there are bad things right outside the door. There seem to be 6 of them.
Wow.
I assumed when you guys said that you had killed the one that there wouldn't be any more. She's glancing out going, yeah, I'm not seeing Henry or the little bear can anywhere in there.
Is the door really hard to open?
No. Now this one isn't under pressure from the water.
Well, I know.
We didn't close the other door either, so they can't.
No, we did.
Oh, we
I
did?
had to. I popped it open and then shut it.
No, this one's easy. It just
For us to
opens
transmit.
and closes.
No,
was
I
able to
mean, we
close
didn't
the
shut
water.
the door in the water area,
No.
so they can't come to our
Yeah, we could.
with the door open.
Well,
Fair enough.
So, should we go out there? Are you guys able to take on 6 of these guys? You guys fought these before. I've never fought these. I don't.
that's an idea, though.
Just continue to. Yeah, it is actually. Except for that you can't access the machine.
There's matter in the mat trans.
That's true.
I'm just saying, we fought one and it kicked their ass. There's no way
Yeah, but then we also have
that
to pull
Henry
these
went
off,
up
right?
there and is alive.
Jump.
Don't we just lose?
She starts examining them more. No, that
Yeah,
was
but you
not
have to
Henry.
push the door open.
That was not Henry.
I can.
I don't think any of them are
try a little
Henry.
bit to open it a little bit to flush the water in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's worth a try.
We'll see if it happens. See if it works.
Okay. I have a smoke grenade. She reaches into her little pack. She's like, this will obscure their vision. We can't just blind jump. That's horribly idiotic. So I need to be able to get out there and reprogram the computer so we can go back home. Alright, I'm gonna open up this door.
Ones that will cause
You guys
massive
don't
destruction.
make any noise
I
whatsoever.
have one of those.
That would also work. except
You
for it
be
would
ready
destroy
to
everything else,
slam
too.
the door
Destroy
when I come
everything
back
around
through.
us.
Okay?
Well, and us. But I've got
You can talk to them in the
incendiary.
elevator
So she-
shaft.
Very
incendiary
quietly,
and frags, but it would
opens
destroy
the door.
everything we're trying to get. That's why I didn't do it.
and it doesn't squeak. Then she pulls the pin on the smoke grenade, and she sticks her arm out. She just barely has the door open. She's got her arm stuck out. She tries to wing it as good as she can. -2. Alrighty then.
There we
Rolls a
go.
5. So she actually gets it to bounce out and through the hole a little bit. So it's like in the hole in the blast door that you guys cut. And the smoke goes, and you see all 6 of them turn to look. And then they run off and they're fighting each other to try to get through the door. Alright. At least she has stealth. Oh, hell yeah! She sneaks right on out, starts messing around with the computer. And she's able to get into the computer. So she reprograms it with the time, and she tries to sneak back. Oh, look at these fucking rolls! Hell yeah! And so she sneaks right back into the
You
thing.
should try that.
and, she,
Been trying.
and she goes ahead and climbs in, and she's like, "Close it!"
You should maybe not use the same dice.
And
Switch it up, and it's still.
she, the door closes, and you
Mine
guys all
hasn't been
pop back
blessed
to
in a long
the
time.
place. So you guys have to make con rolls, though. Meter by 3. Ooh, that's your second one. Meter by 4. Awesome. You guys both have 2 out of your 3 necessary. All right. So you guys are now back at Cerberus. She's like, all right. When I was at the computer, I think I was able to trace where they went the last time. I need to see if I can triangulate what this location is and if it's even online. Alright, so she's going to be doing something for the next hour. Back to you guys!
Okay. I'm doing an experiment. So it's. You said it's about waist high.
No, it was waist high and then you open the door.
How high is it now?
Well, you have a pocket of air this high in the 12-foot tall ceiling.
Right. So
So you have 11 feet of water.
Doing an experiment.
Okay?
I'm going over to the Matram's door again.
Okay?
I'm gonna close it
Okay?
and latch it.
Okay?
Does it do anything?
You hear it cycle up.
Okay. I grab my crowbar,
Uh-huh.
unlatch it.
Boy, that's really hard to do. Because now you're in the water, underneath the water, having to crank this thing, and you have to keep stopping it.
he's gonna do it.
Anyways,
That's what I'm trying to do.
okay.
Strength.
So, strength -2.
Strength -2.
Yes, because now you're on the side of the water and have not near as good of leverage.
Nope.
So,
Not even close.
you undid it, you felt it lock, but you cannot get it to reopen now.
Told you this is the
Like,
problem.
the water is slowly seeping in. So eventually, it'll equalize like it did before, but as of right now, is just got, you know, a couple feet of water, so the pressure of it is still holding it closed pretty well.
Really
Where did the
shitty that
water
I can't
go?
change my density yet because I could just expand big enough for him to have something to push against.
Well, and everything in this room is affixed, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all locked.
Well, I mean, they've got like their rolling chairs and stuff for their desks.
That are floating.
That well, the
They've like deteriorated.
yeah, the cushion parts and stuff are all gone. It's
Just the
more of like
frames.
metal frames and stuff with tatters. They've been submerged for hundreds of years, so yeah.
Okay.
They make it here.
Now the real question is, where
Well,
does
if the mat
water
trans in, the water won't stay there.
No, if they
It was
mat trans
dematerialized.
in,
Oh.
then they have to open the door and it'll flood the chamber all over again.
Just like before, you know how you
It's
can,
flooding
you
right
can
now.
run the
Yeah.
cycle through
Slowly.
and purge everything that's in
But-
there. It essentially digitizes everything that's in there and then just deletes it. It doesn't send it anywhere.
Does the door appear to just
No,
maybe?
no, it didn't. It sent an entire room full of water to some other location.
That's what I was doing. I was just getting rid of the water.
Because it wasn't a purge cycle. It was a
an
mat
actual
trans.
cycle.
Transmit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So somewhere has a mat trans room full of water.
Luckily, though, and unlucky if you guys ever end up finding yourself in this situation, when somebody transits in, it automatically purges the
Right.
room before it
Right.
rematerializes. So it's only going to suck if somebody goes to get in the mat trans unit. You know, they're like in a fully functioning base or something, and they open up the door and sploosh! What the hell was that?
You would think that they would be smart enough to purge the system.
well, here's
if
the
it
thing.
was
Here's the thing.
functioning.
They'd hear it cycle. They'd go to investigate it. And they'd be like, "What's that? What's that? Why is there water in our mat trans?"
Purge!
Pretty
I
much.
was like, oh shit, was there someone in there?
So,
Maybe sharks.
Only spinning
How-
around, though.
how fast is the flow going through the seep into the mat trans right now?
It'll take probably about 5 minutes for it to completely fill the thing.
Oh, wait, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Hang out by the door. Maybe use the little handle as a footrest as I hold my
you're holding
buoyance.
yourself up. I was gonna say otherwise.
Plus, you can stand on some of the broken computer
Mhm.
components and stuff in there. Because, I mean, they're 4 or 5 feet tall computer components, and then you've only got 5 feet of water.
So wait,
Okay.
as the water slowly starts to drain again, or doesn't move. I don't know what it'll do.
Alrighty. So, yeah.
Does the water level change at all?
Not noticeably.
Okay.
You gonna cycle it again?
Yep.
We're draining the water.
I just wait for it to equalize. Boop. Wait for it to fully drain in, close, latch, cycle.
So, you notice now. Oh, actually, maybe you don't. Perception rolls for both of you.
Oh, here's the
That's
good
a
roll.
2.
Good thing.
Made it by 7.
It was a 2.
Yeah.
I made it by 3.
Okay. Both of you notice coming in, once you open up the door, the water seems to be kind of silty that flows into the room. Into your room from out in the hallway.
Turn my light back on and take a look.
Okay. There seems to be a whole bunch of sand and stuff in the water out in the hallway. It's very cloudy. And kind of settles down to the ground.
Okay.
What you see?
While I'm waiting for it to equalize for the 3rd time,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna head over to that
Actually,
locked
post the
locker.
medicated kitchen.
What on my tool belt do I have? Do I have any cutters of any kind? Either metal shears or bolt cutters.
Let's assume that you have just normal mechanics tool belt, for
Mhm.
working on cars and vehicles and stuff like that. But when you make the roll, it's assumed that you're using the best tool for the situation.
Okay.
So it's not like you get to go, all right, I'm going to try the crowbar. Make a roll with the crowbar. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to try this. You can't pull out each individual thing because you essentially use the best tool for whatever the situation is. Why it just gives you the blank bonus to any of the
Gotcha.
mechanical stuff that you try.
Well, try again.
Cycle it again.
Yep. I'll just keep doing that for a little while.
Okay, okay. So an hour later.
A cycle every 5 minutes.
I would laugh so hard if Matran system spools up and Cerberus. Full of water.
No.
Damn.
Would have been funny though.
Would have been hilarious.
All right,
So
so
where is this water coming from?
Damn it, Henry!
all right, so she's like, I think I've located them. I think they went to.
Ooh, he's kidding. He's kidding.
I think they went to Redoubt Sigma.
Do you like my metagaming kitchen?
So they've gone to Redoubt Sigma, which is in upstate Washington, or was in upstate Washington. Washington doesn't really exist anymore. From the readings that I took while I was on the system, that's the one that seems to most closely match with where they went. No, it's not guaranteed.
So many cycles we can do in an hour.
No, it's not. Okay.
How many Matran systems?
Arco knows
are there?
exactly where they went.
Hundreds,
Okay, I was gonna say
as far as I know.
maybe even.
They're also not
thousands.
upstate Washington.
All over America, as far as this network is concerned.
So, we don't have the ability to dial to Redoubt Sigma. So we could go overland towards them, which is going to take about a week.
Or take a wild guess. Just go for a ride. Build up your tolerance. It'll
Or
be
we can
fine.
wait until they come back.
We wait. I go on the bad trans and lay down. Maybe
Oh God.
Maybe I'll just like stand up when I land.
You don't want to be in there. It'll dematerialize you and delete you when they come. How's my translate go?
So 12 cycles later.
12 cycles in an hour.
Alrighty, so you have noticed that every single time that you do this, the water seems to get just a little bit colder, and more silt and sand and stuff like that seems to be coming in every single time that you do it.
Does the water level
Water level does not go down.
Okay.
Well, it was worth a shot. Should we just make a jump? See where we end up at?
Kind of really, I don't want to swim through the silty water and try and find an air pocket somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I think that's our
the
best
only,
option.
only other thing that I could suggest is maybe giving, well, except for that you'll be at a minus for that even further, huh? Because if he tries again,
First one.
to open the locker again. So when you get another negative or
He technically could try again at another -1, so it'd be a -3 on your strength.
How much loose debris of like chairs and whatnot are laying around? If I look around for the
12 chair bottoms. You know, think of like the normal desk chairs like you're
Yeah.
on. The metal thing that they're on with the wheels and stuff like that. That's what's laying around right now.
Are the wheels still functional, or they've seized up yet from corrosion?
I'd say that after 300 years that they're not any good.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like stack them up in a way that will like give me something to push my foot against on the opposing side of where the crowbar would be on that locker,
Okay.
and then try again.
All right. Now you're only at -1
Okay.
instead of -2. Because I gave you a +2 for the idea, but you're at a -1 because you're attempting the same roll a second time.
So I failed by 1.
Oh, God damn it! Can't you roll
If I didn't have a minus, it would have been even. I don't have the best strength, okay?
At least you have strength.
So you're... shouldn't have done that underwater.
Takes in a little bit of salt water.
Salt and sand.
That tastes gritty.
It's like going through
Doesn't
cells all
budge.
over again.
No, because you had to stop because of the whole air thing.
Choking on water.
Uh-huh. You can make another roll, another -1. You're back at -2.
Wanna try one more time? We'll try one more time.
Alright.
Well, it's not like we're going anywhere.
Unless you drowned yourself.
Well, I just don't roll 3 6s. No.
Didn't make it.
God damn it!
Alright, well I guess you're holding your breath then.
It's just a heating torch, right?
Hmm?
On my belt, just a heating torch.
It's just random equipment. Yeah, it's not like an acetylene torch
Just
or
a
anything
base.
like that.
It's just a base bonus for whatever I'm doing. Okay, got it.
Yeah, if it was a acetylene torch, you could actually light it underwater. But
Yeah.
Well, shall we?
Roll the dice again.
Roll the dice.
Oh, God damn it.
Hold your breath.
Okay, go into
Well,
the equalized
I mean,
chamber.
hold on. Let's let the chamber equalize.
It's probably already equalized with us fighting with the door and everything.
Well, for posterity's sake, let's say it's still filling. We got 5 minutes. Let's go see if we can look around a little bit. Hold your breath.
Oh God. Okay, I'll try it.
Luckily, there's no current right now.
To fight against.
Yeah, to fight against. So you don't have to make any swimming rolls. You can just move at your normal swimming speed on there.
Which is 8 meters.
I have to remember. Ow! Well, you can hold your breath for. This is not one that I thought I would have to look up today.
How long you can hold your breath for?
Yes. Holding one's breath. Hey, at least I grabbed the right book.
Well, each turn is what? 12 seconds?
Yes, but it's determined by your holding one's breath. Character holds his breath, does not get to recover, even on post 12 segments. He expends a minimum of 1 endurance per phase. He may lower his speed to 2 to reduce. Your speed's already at 2, so. Character.
The speed's a 3.
Okay, well, you can lower it down to 2 to reduce the amount of endurance that you use every turn. Essentially, you're not trying to move near as fast.
I wouldn't be like full speed swimming anyway.
The character who runs
Trying to
out of
conserve
endurance
air.
while not breathing expends stun as endurance. The character runs out of stun, loses body. Drowning at -1 body per phase. If the character is already at 0 stun or below when he runs out of endurance, he starts with body right away. He's got no stun to go through, so he skips that step and begins using body quicker. All characters drown at a minimum of speed of 2. So even a speed 1 character must expend 2 endurance per turn. Low speed individuals react more slowly but still have to breathe. Okay, so how much endurance do you have?
20.
So you can essentially have 10 full turns of movement before you would start taking stun damage. That's when it starts to, like, you know how you can hold your breath for a really long time and you're like, oh, okay, well, now it's starting to get a little hard to hold my breath. And you start struggling, that's when you would start using stun. And then once you run out of stun, then you would start taking body damage as you started to drown.
So the maximum distance I can go with my endurance is 240 feet.
Does that include coming back?
No, that was just total.
That total
As far as I can go before I start using stun.
Oh, before you start using stun. How much stun do you have?
How much have I recovered since I was knocked out? then I got 20 stun.
Okay, so you count all of that as well.
So I could technically go... I wouldn't want to go that far, but I could go about 240 feet
And then come back.
and then come back without
Dying.
horribly risking my life. Okay.
And
Well, it's only about 100. You said
100 feet or so is to where the elevator
max,
should be.
The elevator should be.
Yeah.
So I will go that far.
To the elevator.
I'll go about 100 feet and see what's there.
So it says feet. What about minutes?
Hmm?
About time. Like you're talking about how far you can go before.
So I can move 8 meters per turn,
Per
or
phase.
per phase.
Yeah.
So,
So you're moving 16 meters every 12 seconds, essentially.
Okay.
The thing is, a person is able to hold their breath for a lot longer if they sit completely motionless in a warm room.
I
The more
calculated
movement that you do, the less you can hold because the more air you're using. That's why it goes off of your
It's actually
endurance,
doubled.
not your breath. Not tiny. No, I can hold my breath for a minute.
It's actually doubled.
What?
Because I calculated it as 8 meters per turn, not 8 meters per phase.
Oh,
So it's technically double that. But
Anyways.
I'm only going 100 feet. I'm only going 100 feet up. I can technically go 400 feet before I need to start turning back.
after you get about 75 feet down, you can see that the elevator's not there. It seems to open up and you can see a light.
Okay. With my light, can I see any signs on the walls here?
After 75 feet down, no. If
Okay.
you continue down all the way 100 feet, you will find the same sign that is normally there, detailing that this is Redoubt Tango,
Okay.
just as you knew. And it tells you that it was established in 2008 in the sunny state of California.
The water.
The whole Pacific Coast probably just went.
Anyways,
What level are we on?
you're on level 1, the command level.
Top level?
As always. Map times is always at the top.
Where is the nearest exit to the base from here?
According to this, you get into the elevators and you take it up to the surface.
Okay. Where on the map does the elevator show it is?
About 15 feet beyond where you're currently at.
Okay.
What do you see 15 feet beyond where you're currently at?
Nothing.
Sand?
No, actually, it looks like you're in the side of a cliff opened up to the ocean. You can see far above you, probably 200 or 300 feet up, you can see sunlight. It's very diffused down at this level, but
Yeah. I head back.
Before we run out of air.
No, I don't want to swim up and get the bends.
No, that would be bad too.
300 feet. I'd have to do like what?
The map doesn't
I'd
show
have to do at
what
least
the,
2 decompressions on the way up. That
doesn't
would
reference
I would
what
be
the
fucked.
Mattrans code is, right? It's only on the Mattrans machine itself.
which is sealed off.
Right.
All right.
and it's not even on the machine. You have to get into the actual lines of code, and you can find out what your thing is.
The address
Just like
code is.
normally looking at a computer, you can't just instantly tell what your IP address is, or your external IP
You have
address.
to
Not,
log in command line. And all that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Looks like we're heading back.
You know, if we somehow manage to come back here with some diving gear for those that can't breathe underwater and some welding gear, we could figure out a way to weld the elevator shaft shut and then try and drain
A
it.
hole in the side of the base?
yeah, there's no elevator shaft.
Well, no, isn't it just the elevator doors?
No, the
No.
whole base
Oh.
like was sheared off
off.
of the hillside it was on.
So there's areas of hallways that you would have to seal off too. It's not just
Or just close the blast door.
Basically,
or
all
that, yeah,
basically
seal
the
off
whole,
blast
the whole,
doors.
yeah, the whole like base is ripped off of where it was.
Well, either way, if we sealed off the blast door, we could.
If we could get remote power,
No, I'm
we
not
could
saying-
just shut the door.
Yeah, but you press
and then
it
drain it.
and steel plates in. And just like go up. I don't know, whatever. It's
Whatever.
either here nor there. Let's go.
What's that water?
That's work. That's more work than we have to handle right now. All right, we're just gonna go.
Roll the dice.
Yep, we're
Oh
going.
god damn it! All right, so
We're going with water.
Yeah,
We're taking the water with you.
we have to.
Have
There's
to.
no other way out of it.
Unless I want to
Except for
drain the ocean,
and or swim.
spending the next 100 years just going open and
One bucket at a
close.
time.
I'll die before that.
all right, so you guys are locked in. That is what you're doing. You know what's really gonna suck? If he fails his roll and he's unconscious.
Mhm.
He'll drown. Yeah. There's not a whole lot
It's
of.
okay.
Do not fail this roll. God damn it!
I do my best.
Randomize your dice, man.
Want me to? I'll just do this. Random dice. We'll pray that it does a good job.
No, dice. Oh yeah!
What'd you get?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Made it by 5.
Nice.
Yay!
Hey, you got one tick now.
Finally.
But you still are in water and.
Yes. You pop through and you're like, okay, maybe that's part of what we need to do. Maybe we need to transit in water. This is the only time that you have never had any problems.
Hey, and
Maybe
look at the
water
bright
acts
side.
as a shock absorbent to
And-
transfer.
You're not laying down. You're kind of floating.
Also, you've had a bath.
Mm-hmm. We won't talk about that though.
Well, I mean, it'll help with the
No,
fact
no,
that
the
you
first
put your
failure.
suit-
No, the first failure never happened.
Right.
We've had a bath. It's
You've had
fine.
a bath. That's
Nobody needs to know.
No one needs
Except
to
for
know
that brown grease stain on your butt.
Shut up. Nobody will know.
Well, at least we're underwater. I can't smell it. Not that I can smell anyway.
I go to the surface of the water, catch my breath.
Pip Boy shows that
Water's all the way to zero.
the walls and the stuff like that in here are kind of a dark foresty green with light blue stripes.
Okay. Same size.
Mhm.
Same air pocket. Okay.
Luckily, these things were modular. They produced them, shipped them. They were all assembled the exact same way. Anyways,
Does this have a observing area?
yes, this one does.
Okay.
Is there anybody in there? Don't take me out of your pocket so that we can
Yes.
both observe.
Yes. I take you out of my pocket. We're going to listen
Okay,
for any noises.
you guys are at a -1 because of the water.
-1.
Made it by 2.
Made it by 2?
Yep.
Okay.
I made it by 2 as well.
Both of you are able to hear absolutely nothing.
Just quiet. Yeah. Okay. Pull out my crowbar again
This might take a while.
and start loosening the handle.
Turns really easy.
I get it to the right before
You're like, all right.
it's gonna pop open
1,
and let the water
two.
drain a bit.
2.5.
2 3/4. Okay.
And let the water drain a bit.
Okay.
So I have good footing before I pop the rest of the door open and let the water rush out.
You don't want a water slide?
Okay.
I don't want to get blown into
How
a
far are you
console.
waiting for the water to go down?
Sounds like ankle deep.
Alrighty. It takes about 5 minutes or so. Water gets all the way down. Just as you're getting ready to open up the door, the lights kind of flicker and go out.
Stuff's short. Get it? Fine.
Okay. You open up the door?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ankle deep water throughout the entire complex.
Matran's computers are offline now?
Yep.
Yep, figured as much.
Yeah, the glass door's down here.
Okay.
But you can breathe. That's the big thing. You can breathe.
There's air here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, there was air at the other place too, but it was only in the top 1/12 of the room.
I'll check around.
Okay.
Check lockers, equipment, stuff like that.
All of the lockers here seem to be completely empty. All the doors are open. Even the armory locker. Just gonna call it the armory locker, the one that they normally would keep guns and stuff in at the end of the thing.
Emptied out.
It's all opened up and emptied out.
Does it look like it's been forcefully emptied?
Yes.
Forcefully opened? So, looted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You notice that most of the computers in this room have been disassembled.
Okay.
Looks like originally the only one that was in here that still had power when you opened up the door was Matran's computer. And it doesn't have power right now.
Is the water draining anywhere, or is it just filling up this room?
It's ankle high throughout the entire room, and pretty much staying like that.
Are there emergency lights or anything on?
Okay.
They ran out of juice a long time ago.
How did the California facility stay up?
There's
You
no
guys-
power outside of the Mattrans. Mattrans is a sealed unit.
Yeah, but he said that there was emergency lights on in the main corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't
Maybe it
survive
was built to be hardened to seawater. I don't know.
well, earthquake proof too, I suppose.
Well,
So-
kind of.
So much to get that did. Damn San Andreas fault.
It survived!
Kind of.
Okay.
Shall we explore where we can anyways? 'Cause we can't go out through the main door. It's shut.
Is
They
there?
just need somebody to punch a hole
Well,
through it.
we're on the inside of this door, not on the outside of this door.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna check for a maintenance panel by the blast door.
Okay. Yes, there is the normal maintenance panel. It does have the little winch that'll take you about half an hour to winch up.
I'll start winching.
Okay.
I'll bring it up maybe like 3 inches. Peek under the blast door.
As you peek underneath it, you see a crushed skeleton. Seems to be wearing army clothes.
Looking roughly 300 to 400 years old,
No, it's old.
but old.
It was smashed.
Okay.
No flesh.
Old enough that it's decomposed to the point where it's just bone.
Okay. I'll finish ratcheting it up.
Okay.
Use the food in my in my blender.
Anyways, you get it all the way up.
Okay.
Water starts.
Water is pretty much negligible now.
Is
Just
there
splashy puddles.
a manual locking mechanism right there
What to
to
lock in
lock
place?
it up in place?
It'll stop wherever you stop winching it.
And then just automatically lock
Yeah.
in place.
Okay. So I'll head down the corridor.
Okay. It's really dark. Luckily, you've got your tip boy.
And
Just my
glowing-
screen light.
And the glowing beer can.
You need to get a chain and just hang him around your neck.
I'll get a big old gold chain.
Gold chain. Can you glow
Your skippy
gold?
hang low.
Does he wobble
Wobble
to
to and fro.
Anyways, all of the corridors and everything are opened up. They're just dark.
Okay. I'll start checking rooms, see if there's any other computers in here.
Every single room that you get to, all of the computer equipment has either been destroyed or disassembled, and all of the useful bits taken.
Alright. I'll head toward the elevator area and
Okay?
check the
The
map.
elevator door is open, but there is no elevator. The map that's right next to you says that you are in Redoubt Kappa. Well, it says that it was established in 2011. Opened up just before, because it says it was established January 2011, which is the last month before the bombs fell. So this was a brand new facility, and it shows that this was in what was once known as Texas.
Well, as long as we're not by the coast, you don't have to worry about water.
And you do notice that it has some weird initials after its name. It says DSV. D.S.V. Which you've never seen before.
Take note of it. Head toward the elevator shaft.
Okay.
Still on top level, like all of them are. Okay. And find the ladder.
Okay. Right over there.
Start heading downward.
Alrighty. How far down you going?
Did you figure out which way to get this to and make the access to the surface? Via the map.
Well, what did the map show?
Well, this map pretty much just shows the outline of the command level and when it was established. It gives you a general map of this floor. It doesn't give you a map of the entire base. But having seen the map of Cerberus, if they follow the same as they do in Cerberus, because you got the entire printout of Cerberus, and so far the command levels have all been identical. So if the rest of the base seems to follow suit, there are access shafts that you can actually get to starting on level 2, emergency exit shafts.
Well, we're done too then.
Okay.
We'll check for an emergency shaft.
Okay, you get there. The elevator door is already opened. It seems like even all the way down on 3 and 4, the doors are all open onto the shaft. Anyways, you find one of the access ports, or the access shafts to the outside. Okay, it's open.
It's open.
It's open.
I will head up,
Okay,
but I won't go all the way out. I'll just go up so I can kind of peek over the lip. Just kind of check my surroundings.
perception roll. Are you holding?
Yes, I'll hold Skippy up.
You're gonna perception roll too. So as you've been walking around the base, every now and then you run across the lamp. The lamp seems to have followed you somehow. You never see it moving. You just turn around, and this unplugged working lava lamp is right behind you guys, and it's just. Anyways, what?
Hit by 4.
2.
All right, so you notice it's daytime, beautiful weather. You notice that you are up kind of on a little hill, as most redoubts seem to be built into the side of hills and mountains and stuff. But there's no real mountains in Texas. But you are on the side of a little hill, and down at the bottom of the hill, a couple hundred feet out, there seems to be a small encampment of people, you would assume. Can't really see them very well. Horses and stuff like that.
Do you relay this to me?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
So do we stay until it gets dark and then try and make ourselves scarce, so to speak? Or do we just go down and say hi with a grenade in hand? Jesus.
Let's see how far down that they've gone.
Okay.
Because if they haven't gone too far down, we might be able to find some parts and fix the matrix.
True enough.
Then we can just dial servers and get the fuck out of here.
True enough. I like the plan.
Okay.
Do you know how to fix that NavTran system?
I mean, it's not like I don't have PhDs in electrical engineering and computer science.
No.
It's in there.
And you technically have the schematics because the inventor of the Matran system, Lakesh, gave them to you.
True enough. Well, and he gave them to us so that we could find spare parts.
To do said thing of
Yeah.
fixing the Matran.
So,
Yes.
yeah, and I also have,
Anyways, I'll just continue down the ladder in the elevator shaft.
Okay.
So I'll go back to it and head down and just keep an eye on which doors are open
Every single one of them.
all the way down. Because I'll keep
All the
going.
way down. You actually get all the way down to where normally
The bottom of the shaft would be.
the bottom of the shaft would be. And it would normally open up, and then there would be the one that goes down to the reactors and stuff. But when you get down to that level and it opens up, there are 2 elevators. One of them says reactors, and the other one says DSV.
Okay.
are they open?
Yes, both of them are open.
All right.
Seeing as this how we don't have a safety suit of any kind, radioactive suit.
If there's radiation in here, we're already dead.
You are.
Well, I am. I haven't started tasting metal yet, which is good.
It's coconut. No, or metal.
Well, we did think it was odd that there's this DSB. Maybe we should go figure out what that is.
Sure.
That's right.
We'll head down the DSV shaft.
Okay.
Remember.
This thing has no levels on it. This is just a straight shot. After you've descended a few hundred feet and no signs of the bottom, make me a con check. So you can start to get tired.
Oh yeah. 9.
Made by 2.
Made by 2? Alright, you're fine. You're like, alright, one little row at a time, we're fine. Do this. Alright. 700 more, we'll go, I guess. Anyways, you continue down another 400 feet.
We're just singing, 100 bottles of beer on the wall.
There was somebody singing an opera, I bet. La 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 la.
I am so great. Please be the magnificent.
Anyways, make me 2 more con rolls.
Go for the tower.
I love how you throw them and look away.
You should definitely look away because that's a 15.
Okay.
Really?
Switch dice.
You're on the
Yeah,
back
by
door.
4.
So you're like, holy fuck! Where the hell is this? But you've now gone 1,200 feet down. Still no signs of the bottom.
Fuck.
You're starting to get tired. So make me a strength roll.
You want to mix it up?
I like how you're afraid of them.
Yeah, that was worse than the last one.
God damn it, really?
Punish your dice.
Yeah, by 4 again.
God damn it!
Ouch, this is
So
gonna hurt.
you're like, all right, I need to take a break. I gotta. So you like try to wrap your arms kind of around so you can kind of use your weight. And you're like, all right, I got that. And your feet slip off. So now you're hanging by your arms. Make me another strength roll to try to
Get my feet footing back.
Yes. Come on.
Same goddamn roll
Really?
as the last time.
Because
What the fuck?
Okay, so
Oh my god!
you are horrible when it comes to the physical activities.
jail those dice.
I've got a timeout bag right here.
He would put all of his dice in it.
He hasn't used
Eventually.
all of them, but eventually, yeah, sure.
Okay, what happens? Do I fall down the shaft? Or do I have enough time to lash my mechanics belt around my waist on the ladder?
So, the way you would like grabbed, you're now like pulling against your hand, and the weight is making it to where you can't let go as you're holding on to
You may
it.
also break your hand or your wrists.
And as you were trying to struggle and stuff, you can feel it like pulling on one of your wrists really hard, like it's twisted one of your wrists. You can make a strength roll to try to pull yourself back up, or a dex roll to try to hopefully get your footing back.
I have a better roll with Dex by one.
All right, stop trying to get the hands out. Let's just get the feet on something solid instead of dangling.
Don't tell me it's the same fucking roll. Oh,
It's even worse.
are you kidding me?
Oh god!
The only thing worse is 3 6s now, isn't it? After this.
Well, by
Yeah.
2.
I'm sorry, Cole.
Held by 5.
God damn it!
Here.
Wrist breaks.
If I tumble to my death, it's fine. Just let me know.
You're holding on, and you're like, I just need to get my feet up. And you get your feet up, and you go to,
Put weight on it.
well, I mean, you get weight on it, on your feet. You're on the side of the ladder. And so you've got 1 foot on either side of it. And you go to relieve some of the pressure on your arms, and as soon as you do, the fact that you haven't had any blood flow in your hands, as soon as you pull the pressure off of it, they both just slide right off.
Oh god.
And make me a dex roll. Please don't fail.
Jesus.
Oh God. Different dice. Different dice.
I have
Use some of his. Or use some of mine.
I have done different dice every time.
Oh, I'm getting itchy.
Oh God. Thank God.
Please tell me.
You have 9.
Made it by 2.
Okay, so your arms slipped off and you fell backwards. And as you're falling backwards, your feet clamped onto the edge of the ladder. And now you're dangling upside down
Damn it.
by your feet.
With broken ribs.
They're
No.
not broken. He
just cut off
essentially
blood
just
I
like-
cut off the blood
gone like
to my
this.
hands, and so they just slipped off.
Yeah,
So
it's
now you've got serious pins and needles in your hand.
Yes. Oh, and now you can see the bottom. It's about another 500 feet down.
Fucking great.
Oh my god.
Well,
Maybe.
am I
Sorry, 600 feet down. 1,800 feet total.
am I
You wanna take a
secure
rest?
right here?
For right now.
I mean,
What I'm
you
gonna
could-
try to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Something your dice will allow you to do, please.
All I'm gonna do is while I'm upside down,
After you let your hands.
once I've let my
Regain
hands regain blood circulation, I'm going to unhook my belt, my mechanics belt, reach behind and wrap it around that rung of the ladder, and relash it to myself.
Okay.
So now it's basically attaching me to the ladder.
Let's just hope that 300-year-old belt will hold.
We'll see.
Luckily, you're not fat, so
Here's the
this
trick.
was the big daddy hanging here. That'd be a different problem.
That reminded me of Emperor's New Groove.
You're not a real fat guy, or this would be real difficult.
I'm assuming the guy was fat.
It's Pacha.
I've never seen the show.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Don't tell me. 200-foot waterfall
So-
with sharp rocks at the bottom?
What I'm gonna
Most
do
likely.
is I'm going to try and now lean up and get a handhold so I can release my feet and then slip out of the belt to get onto the ladder.
Okay.
How long
I'm
have
just
you
using
been
ladder
hanging?
as an anchor
How long
point so I
have you
don't
been
have.
hanging here?
Probably a good minute and a half now.
Do you want to hang out for a little bit longer and regain some of your strength?
Well, his hands are back is about as good as he won't be at a minus.
Right. Okay.
Well, I guess
But
I'm gonna lean up and grab onto the ladder and just kind of hang there for a minute. Just like recover a little bit before I try anything else.
okay.
But also to leave you pressure off the feet, so you don't have to have them kind of.
Yeah. Basically, I'll have my feet will be wrapped around the belt.
Well, you don't
I'm
even
kinda
have to have
sitting
that
in it.
because if you end up sitting up, you can actually have the belt cradling your ass
Mm-hmm.
and have most of the weight on the belt until it comes out. Until you're ready to. Do
Well,
something else.
I'm not just gonna hang from the belt. I'm gonna have my feet below me now on the ladder
Okay.
So hanging on, he's sitting on the one of the rungs.
and
And
wrap
hoping
one of my arms
it
through
doesn't
it
give
and
out.
just kind of rest for a minute.
Okay.
Then I will attempt to get back on the ladder.
Okay. So now you're back on the ladder.
Okay.
No roll necessary.
And then I will unlash the belt and relash it to myself.
Oh God.
Will be.
All right.
Well,
so you've undone the
I
belt.
won't unlash it and relash it. I'll just unhook it and then wrap it over my shoulder.
Okay.
And then grab the ladder, then use my other hand to rehook it together so it's just draped over my shoulder.
Okay. Sounds good.
Are there any like girders or pipes around right next to the ladder that are like free hanging?
Well, they're not really free hanging. They're connected every like 15 feet to the walls.
You would have a brake system of some kind, wouldn't you? Running the entire length of the shaft.
Mostly what I'm
Normally, you would have a
mostly what I'm-
countermeasure and a braking system and all of that. But you haven't seen that in any of these.
So it doesn't use a standard elevator operation.
Right. There is no counterbalance or anything like that. I mean, these are 1,200 feet long. These are really long. No, these are quite different.
So every 15 feet they have a wall anchor for the girder, right? So what I'm gonna is it right by the ladder?
You're 3 feet away from it.
You could
Because the ladder essentially goes down the center of what would be the back.
Yeah.
And then you've got the things in each of the four corners.
Basically what I'm looking for is somewhere to like hook the belt to and have it around me while I'm going down every few feet and then I can relocate it.
Oh, no, it's too far away for that.
Okay.
your belt's not long enough. You
Well,
could
I
probably
only got
reach-
500 more feet, so I'll just go low and slow.
I was gonna say, you can eventually, while you're sitting there on the ladder, you can like stick your legs through the ladder and sit down
Yeah.
and recover now that you know that you're starting to get tired. Take it nice and slow.
Yeah. Go,
All right.
Go low and slow.
All right, no more rolls. No more rolls.
It's a long way back up,
Shut up.
This is when he shoots himself in the head and just respawns. Oh, fuck that. That's gonna take forever to get up. Nope, reroll.
Implode grenade in the basement.
Anyways,
Chris would have to reroll too. He'd go with me.
I'm taking you with her.
Well, my presence in this space-time would go with you.
find out he was just a virtual hologram anyway. He just materializes back at the base.
No, he rematerializes in his man cave.
Spaceship.
Alright, so
And then it has to rematerialize into reality again for you to come back out.
alright. So you make it down and now you're standing on the top of the elevator.
Okay.
Is there an access hatch?
Oh yeah. Okay. If you break your ankle jumping down from the top of this elevator to the floor.
Well, we should probably like look to see if the doors
Well, yeah.
are open.
I'm going to open it and look.
Yeah, the door's open. There's lights on. Not in the elevator, but in the hallway outside. Just out of view.
Okay.
maybe not out of view if you took the can and you laid on your belly and you stuck him
Yeah, that's what I was
kind
gonna
of far down
say.
in there. But
I stick my surveillance Skippy down inside the elevator.
I made that by 6.
okay,
So
yeah, he gets you down far enough. You can actually see that there is it's a large corridor. It looks like you're opening up into the side of it, and it looks like it's probably 30 or 40 feet tall, and the same distance wide. And it seems to have a dotted line painted down the middle of it, kind of like a road. And there are definite, like, bright halogen lights up along this thing, lighting up this roadway.
Have
You
they
pull me
taken
back
the
up?
bottle from me yet?
Sure.
No,
So
why would anybody steal the bottle from you?
The bottle of scotch?
Yes, the 400-year-old scotch. Why would
You have a
anybody?
sharp pokey needle. They're not
You
gonna
haven't,
go anywhere.
you haven't told anybody. Look, I found a bottle of 400-year-old scotch.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly, but since you haven't shown it to anybody, nobody's been like, you shouldn't have that.
Can be that. No, he pulls you back up and I tell him what I can see.
Okay.
So a roadway, underground, it's all lit up.
Alright.
Probably big enough to drive like a UTV or whatever the equivalent would be.
I mean, each
feet
lane's
wide.
about 15 feet wide.
It's like two big rigs could drive by each other. Alright. Well, I will slip down in and
Hang.
make it as easy of a drop as possible and hang by
You
my
drop
arms
down, no
and
problem.
then just go tink. It's like, what, a foot?
Well, it's 10 feet, and so once you
Like
get down on your
3 or 4
arms,
feet from that point.
well, once you get down on your arms, it adds another couple feet. So you're what, 5 feet, 6 feet, something like that, and then
Mhm.
another 2, so 8. So it's a couple feet drop.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
6'1", so
Yeah.
a couple feet.
Nothing big. You've jumped farther than that before.
Okay, well, guess I go out the elevator and look around.
Okay.
Does it just go in both directions?
Yeah, as far as you can see.
Are there any signs right here?
Nope.
Or labels or anything on the walls?
Nope. Turn around, you see one above the door that you just came out of. It says DSV1, DSV2.
Coin?
50-50.
1.
Alright, start heading in the direction of DSV1. You continue a ways and then it kind of 6% grades down. You come across a room that has probably a dozen forklifts, skyjacks, tons of stuff like that in it. Little pickers. A couple dozen different types of conveyances used for picking things off of high shelves. You know, two-prongy. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah. Keep on going.
Mhm.
Okay.
You want to steal one of these forklifts? If it works.
I will try to start.
All right.
That's like, is there any that are gas operated?
Actually, these all look like they are hydrogen powered.
I will try and see if one starts up with fuel cell still active. What's fuel say?
27%.
Check the other ones. See which one has the most fuel.
The one that has the most fuel is a tiny little picker. It's at 100%.
Done.
So,
No, and just take the picker.
okay.
Why not?
Tiny warthog!
Forklifts move faster. I don't know.
Tiny
It
warthog!
moves faster than we can walk. Regardless. Yeah, I'll start driving it.
Okay. Anyway, it takes you a good 15 minutes. It goes down. The road kind of comes back on itself, like it goes
So
down,
it's
circles
like a
around.
loop back type
Move
thing.
back kind of thing. Okay.
Anyways, after a while, you've gone down probably another kilometer, another mile down. Below.
We're deeper than most mines.
How's the temperature?
It's getting very cold. A lot colder than the average cave temperature would normally be.
So like
Some
40
kind of
something?
refrigeration system?
We're talking closer to 15.
Ooh. Hippie.
Yes.
Is there frost on my beer can?
Frost
Probably frost starting on everything that we have.
Anyways, you come to a gigantic, like 100-foot tall door. And it looks like it slides open from the middle. What you would assume to be another blast door. And across the very top of it, it says Deep Storage Vault 1.
Ooh.
Ah.
That's what DSD means.
Is there an access panel? Like a keypad or...
There is a badge scanning area. But that seems to be the only thing here.
I go over there with my badge.
Alrighty.
And I swipe it.
And the door starts to open.
I love being a general.
Anyways, it opens about 20 feet wide and stops.
Okay.
You can hear it going. "Rrrr."
Guess that's as far as it's opening. Good enough.
20
Still-
feet is still 20 feet, man.
Drive the picker
You
through.
can drive an 18-wheeler through there still, so. Alright, you drive the picker through.
Yep.
The room that you enter is 100 feet tall, same as the doorway was. And it looks like it's a 100-foot tall, 100-foot wide corridor. There are some 18-wheelers parked along the edges of this place. Everything in here has a coating of ice on it now. As soon as the door opened, you realize that you're now in,
Sub-zero temperatures.
yeah, probably in the neighborhood of -20.
Well,
This is
Are there
very
any-
cold.
thing that the time that it's taken
The,
to dry your clothes.
The armor. How
You can probably
insulated
cut
is the
glass.
armor?
It's not.
It's not at all.
Nope, it's not made for heat or cold.
Are there any coats hanging on the inside of this doorway?
On the inside of the doorway? No.
Okay. It's gonna be a cold one.
So in
It
addition
won't be able to last very long in here.
in addition to the 18-wheelers that are along the edges, there are this seems to branch off into like 5 different branches.
Does there seem to be like a central office or anything like that near here?
Perception roll.
You pull me out.
Yeah, I'll pull you up. Made about one.
Ooh, doggy. Made it by 8.
Alright, well, he doesn't see anything. But you are able to tell as he's kind of, flipping you around and stuff. On the other side of, like, the very tail end of one of the 18-wheelers is kind of not disguising it, like,
Covering it.
covering it for him. But he's got you off to the side, so you can just barely see the edges of a door off in one of the walls.
While we're looking around, what do some of the 18-wheelers trailers say? Like, do they list off what company they were?
Just
or
DSV-1.
they all say DSV-1? They
Every
don't
single
say-
one of them says
Okay.
DSV-1.
Well, as soon as he comes back, I'll tell him.
Walking up to his character. Ding, ding, ding! Hello! God damn it, he's lagged.
So,
Sorry, I got cold shocked.
I wave one of my little things off. That last 18-wheeler back there, there's an office or a door or something by it.
All right, I drive the picker over there as fast as possible
Okay.
since my like whole body is starting to like shake at this point.
Yes. Anyways, you get to the office. It has another swipey thing. Your thing lets you right on in. Once you get in here, it's heated.
coats in here?
There are lockers in here.
I open the locker.
All right, inside these, you find better than subarctic gear.
Cold weather gear.
Oh, no, cold weather doesn't even begin to.
This is like
This is
Negative
hanging out in
100
Antarctica and not
Having a
getting
picnic
cold.
outside and being just fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I totally put some of this on.
Basically thermal regulated clothing, so it's pumping heat through the entire cloth.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Swear to God.
It won't break because of the way it's mounted, but it's still jarring every single time it happens.
I just realized it's adorable. It's like, it's not gonna break.
wait for it to break off. Exactly. It's not gonna. Oh!
It just jars
It's-
just
it's
right and
just-
snaps the
So
screws.
it's the mechanism that clamps the seat so that it doesn't go up and down like this is broken on it. So the actual mounting mechanism for the back of the seat, or the mounting point, is solid because it's just a steel plate that's bolted in place. But the piece that allows it to be locked in an upright position is broken, so it keeps falling backwards.
So, anyways, you put on cold weather gear.
Yes.
It's warm.
Cozy.
I think we should check out some of these trucks. See if we can get into any of them, see what's in them.
The ones are frozen over.
Yeah, you got a torch.
So, what is
What's in the office otherwise?
I'm not saying in the actual truck, I'm saying in the storage, like the trailers.
Yeah, we'll look. We'll take a gander.
I mean, you've got a crowbar. You can bash the ice off, you know.
What do you do?
What's in the office? Otherwise.
There are a bank of computers, 3 computers that are in here. There is a bathroom, a shower system. There seems to be a bunk room with 24 bunks in it. There is a eating facility. Eating cafeteria.
Not eating.
Well, I was thinking, because sometimes I mispronounce things, and as soon as I said it, I was like, heating facility? Heating? Warm? No, that's not what I meant. Eating.
A mess area.
Cafeteria. Yes. Mess. There we go.
Since it's military run, it would be called the mess or
Chow hall.
chow hall.
Galley.
That's your invention.
Galley's usually on the boat.
It's a type of kitchen because you don't have to have a galley on a boat. You can have a galley kitchen in your house. It's just a living room.
So anyway,
Should we check the computers?
Sure.
See if we can log into any of them and see what the hell they're actually storing in this deep storage vault.
Give it a shot.
maybe attempt to send an email to last
Do you set me down by one of the computers and let me...
email Wakesh?
Try not to hack it unless you have to.
Well, I'm gonna try my badge first, but if that doesn't work...
You mean my badge?
No. I have this badge that's like plastered to the back of my can because he made badges for all of them.
oh, that was just for servers, though.
Oh, well, true, but fine, we'll try your badge first.
Try my
It seems to be working everywhere. It logs in.
Okay. What does this computer seem to do? What's it active for?
This one seems to run the security systems for around here.
Is there any like description of the different systems that are available?
You can view them, but you do not have authorization to actually access and utilize them. You can view the cameras, but the automated laser turrets that are in here, the poisonous gas monsters, the shock floors, all of that stuff you do not have access or authorization to actually turn on.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Unless somebody else comes in after us.
At least I have security clearance to come in here.
That's a good sign, right? Like,
For now.
so he scans his badge into the other computer and I'm gonna go through it. and see what I can find.
The secondary computer seems to be runs both the security, has the dossiers, personnel information, and stuff for everybody that would have been located here in the office. They were also the ones who would actually be driving the trucks and, yeah, the personnel from the base. It's like the personnel computer for the base here. Details. It's actually got the security system, which is just cameras and blast doors and stuff like that for the office, galley, all that stuff.
Well, at least we'll be able to see if anybody else comes in.
And all of the cameras seem to be working, and none of them are iced over.
So you did.
But where did the personnel go?
That's a good question. What's the third computer say?
Let's check it.
So actually make me a hacking roll on the second computer.
Oh yeah, no problem. 4, 3, so 7, 8. So 7. Made it by 7.
Anyway, 7? Okay. So as you're poking around, you notice that there is one area that seems to be locked.
It looks like there's a certain area that's been locked down.
In DSV-1?
Yes. No. In the motor pool.
Well, we need to know where the motor pool is. Anyways, well, we need to know how they get out of here. Because remember, a little elevator shaft is not how you
It's not gonna
transport
be a
massive
fun
amounts
time,
of
yeah.
goods.
Okay.
Oh. Check through the cameras, see if you see anything that like shows maybe activity that had happened.
So I'm gonna look through the cameras.
And I'm gonna check the third computer.
Okay. Perception roll for the cameras. It seems to be an inventory of DSV-1.
I am on a
Locations.
freaking roll today.
I will go through the inventory, just kind of skim it, make sure what's they've got stored in here.
Well, according to this, they have everything stored in here.
I made
When I say everything, I literally mean everything.
the
Okay.
camera for my perception roll by 10.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, you quickly flip through every single one of the cameras on the base and in the area, and you notice one of them seems to point to a dark room. Other than that, there's no signs anywhere that anybody's been driving. There's frost on the floor, so you can easily tell that nobody's been moving in this place for a very long time.
Okay. Can I do a check to see would these systems have access to tell whether or not, or like power distribution or anything?
No. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the power here.
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not the elevator is functional.
What I want to know is that's not how you get a truck out of here.
I'm aware that's not how you get a truck out of here. I'm just,
Wanna
if we
check out
want
the
to
dark room?
rebuild the Matrans,
You may not have to. True. If my suspicions are correct.
yeah, we can go check the dark room. I mean,
The dark room.
Because it's the only place we can't see.
yeah, but it might also be the one that's locked down that we can't get into.
Well, it's locked down. Doesn't mean we can't get into it. We haven't tried.
Alright.
Okay.
We're all out of ideas and we haven't tried a thing!
Where does it look like that room is?
Is there a map, like program on one of these computers that I
Yeah.
can see where this room is locked down?
Yeah, you can see the downstairs area, the DSV-1. It doesn't detail the base
Right,
of
no, I'm
above or
not looking
DSV-2.
out, yeah. So,
yeah, just bring up the layout and
Boom.
show where the locked down area is, I guess.
you see this little tiny...
Okay.
Is that the same as the dark area that we can see on
Yes.
the cameras?
Yes.
Okay.
Seems to be down the center. Remember how I said it, the
It
big
branched
100
off?
yeah, into 5 areas? Seems right straight down at the end of the center one.
Okay. Well, we'll head out to the picker, I guess,
Okay.
and drive on down.
Alrighty. Takes you a good half an hour of driving down. Nice and warm though.
How's the fuel?
Doesn't seem to have done very much.
Okay.
You're probably at maybe 95% or so.
Okay, cool.
You haven't been picking up anything. It's just free rolling, and most of it was downhill at a 6% grade. So it was more braking than
Yeah.
accelerating.
Cool. Yeah, we'll head down.
Okay. You eventually come to a door that's, I don't know, they're 25 feet tall, 25 feet wide at the end of this thing.
Does it look like there was any activity that had happened?
Not recently.
Okay.
As you guys have been driving, you guys have been hearing, you know, your stuff crackling through the little top layer of ice as you've been driving along.
Okay. Well, we'll check for a card reader or an access panel.
It's a card reader.
I scan my card.
And it works! The thing lifts up. All of the lights and stuff come on. And it's a big room. It seems to be hexagonal in size, but almost 100 feet long.
Oh god, it's
100
a
feet
giant
wide.
mat trans.
It's a vehicle, Matt Trans. I put in the code for Cerberus on it.
You don't see a computer here.
There's no computer on it?
Nope. This is just a room.
Just
And inside the big mat trans, you can see a small area, about the same size as what a normal mat trans would be in the floor.
But no panels or anywhere nearby? I wonder how they programmed where this would go.
It was a locked area on your computer.
Maybe we should go back up and look at our computers again and see what they say.
Alright, let's drive back up.
You close the door.
Yes, I will close the door.
Okay, you guys get back up to the computer.
And on our way back up, I'm going to go to the big door and see
Okay.
if I can get it to close.
It seems to be stuck.
Shit.
I mean, if we're in the office space,
We're
it
going to go back
locks
to the
down.
office, and while you're looking up the locked out area, I'm going to look into a diagnostic on the big door.
Okay. Hacking in, are you?
Yeah.
Alright, hacking roll.
Well, first his security to get us into the computer again.
Oh yeah, they're still locked. You have his username and password memorized now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I've got my lucky.
So made the hack by 5.
You made it what? Huh?
By 5.
By 5? You are able to barely get in. A couple times through, it started trying to do a security trace on your location, and you were able to like blow up some stuff to kind of. Anyways, you eventually got right on in, and it staged itself back down to normal. It's mat trans controls.
Like just in this terminal.
Yes, this is where you.
Find the location number for the mat trans.
I'll search for the location number for the mattress.
Okay, it has 2 of them.
Does it designate which one is DSV and which one is not DSV?
Nope.
Well, shit.
I think it's one is the big one, one's the little one in the middle. Because I think what it is that it's a material mat trans on the outside, and that middle one's the personnel. So you park all your trucks
Okay.
on the outside, get out, go to the middle one, it transports you where you need to go, and you don't have to worry about getting fused to your vehicle.
Lynched. Okay, well, we can set up coordinates to get back home, I guess. Do we want to salvage any components or take anything?
This place has everything.
I'm aware.
Even spare computer parts.
I am aware. That's why I'm asking.
It has whole computers.
Want to go get another mat trans computer?
According to your
And it has
according to your inventory, this thing has like pallets of brand new computers stored down here. Hundreds of pallets of new computers.
Does it have mat trans panels?
according to this has backup pieces for like at least 100 of every single piece that you would need would be in this DSV.
All right.
According to the inventory.
That's it.
Well, we want to go check out some places.
Let's
find
go
some things?
shopping.
Up top it did.
Yeah, these doors were locked down.
Where this big blast door was that I'm trying to diagnose.
Seems to be a mechanical failure in one of the servos.
So
Does it show a schematic of where the servo access panel is
Yeah.
to repair it?
You have to go all the way up on the top of the 100-foot tall wall up in one of the crawl space areas. You have access to it up there.
So while he's diagnosing, I'm going to like go through the inventory system and figure out exactly where each thing is that we need based off of the list that Logcache gave us.
Okay.
How big is the
So
servo?
that we can prioritize and not have to like spend a huge amount of time trying to find everything.
Okay. You should be able to easily, like, he was talking about just getting like 40 or 50 random pieces so you'd be able to put together the 2 or 3 components that you needed.
Yeah, no, I just go and find
can just
stuff
find
to
the
build
components
a
we
whole
need.
new Mattrans computer if I need to.
Which luckily, according to this, they're all kept in the same room.
Oh, cool.
So, you know, you write down all the well, you don't have to
Shelf
write it down.
days.
Yeah,
Log all of their
Well, I
locations.
log it and then
because each room is split up into a few hundred quadrants,
right.
and then each quadrant, you know, is a few hundred feet by a
This is
few
the
hundred feet.
IKEA of
IKEA of without stuff. The IKEA of life.
I mapped the secret pathway through all of it to get where we need to go.
Look up one of these servos.
Think Warehouse 13.
Right.
That's more what this
Love that
is.
show.
Oh my god.
Look up one of the servos for this door. We should secure this.
We're gonna
It's-
watch it, didn't we?
I'll look up to see if I can find a replacement servo.
There are currently 218 of that specific servo in stock.
Well, I mean, I'd probably be more used to you here if we could figure out a way to communicate.
Are there
Because I can
radios
watch
in
the
here?
cameras.
Yes,
Are they functional?
they seem to be. You turn them on, you're like, hello. Oh. Okay.
I set this one to
Box.
I set this one to box and just set it next to the keyboard.
And I'm just gonna sit and monitor the things
Okay.
while he goes
And
shopping.
I take this and go out to the picker and go head toward the servo
Okay.
location. Go find one.
And I will continue to monitor all the cameras.
All right.
Should always keep your left eye on that main door though.
Yeah.
Just until we get it closed.
We have eyes.
Sensors.
Anyways, you head down the corridor. You follow all of his instructions. You pull up into the right quadrant, and there are like 20 levels on each one of these shelves. It's just floor to ceiling.
It's Warehouse 13.
Yeah, it's warehouse 13.
Are there ladders or staircases to go up to these levels? So I have to go get one of the.
You're in a picker.
Oh, it does go up there, doesn't it?
The pickers raise you and the forks up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
See, after you take it a forklift, it would have been a little bit harder. It would have been stronger and faster, but you stay at the bottom.
And you can't see, yeah. So. These are like the Home Depot style
Mm-hmm.
lifts. Because you got a basket you sit in, and then you go up, and you get the thing, and then you go down.
All right, so I go to the location and head to what level it's on.
Okay. You get up there, just grab your crate.
I hook up to it, pull it off.
Okay. It seems to be very light.
That's good. Kind of, maybe. I don't know. Take it down,
Okay.
and I'll pop the top of the crate off.
There's just stuffing in it.
Fuck.
There's no actual piece in this thing.
Put it back up on the shelf.
Okay.
Try another one.
Okay.
Keep trying them until I find something that has more weight to it.
Everything is completely empty.
I go to
And
another
you put the
random
half on the
location.
Huh? What?
I would take the stuff out of the box and put the box back on the shelf.
Either that or it never got put in. How's it going down there?
All these crates are empty.
Well, it says there's 268 in inventory.
If you have checked, they're empty. Do you want me to check all 268?
Well, if you want to secure the door, that's your options. Otherwise, you could try to repair the existing one, but
I'll spend the time to check all of them.
Okay.
Every single one of them.
Every single crate in this room is completely empty.
Okay. I head back up toward the big door.
Okay.
And I go to find the crawl space
Okay.
to get into the maintenance shaft.
Alrighty. You find the crawl space.
And I will climb up to the servo.
Alright, you're at the servo.
What's wrong with it?
It looks like a piece of the roof, whatever, had fallen into it and is lodged in there.
How big of a piece? Does it sound like it's still trying to run?
No, it stopped.
Okay. I will... Is there like a manual release on the servo to like put it in neutral, basically?
No. But you could probably just bash this thing.
I will
crowbar,
the shit out of that chunk of concrete
Okay.
rock, rubble, whatever.
till it breaks loose.
With the focus strikes, you're easily able to break it apart.
Okay.
You'll notice that the servo that you were monitoring goes from red to green.
Looks like you fixed it.
Do you have door controls down there?
Yes.
Close it.
It closes all the way.
Cool.
Well, let's hope that there's still computer parts in that section.
Let's just hope there's anything in here.
Yeah, that too. Also, maybe we should check the trucks.
Sure. I'll go over to one of the trucks
Okay.
and try and open the trailer.
Break the ice off of the back and
Obviously.
It seems to have this braided steel cord with a huge padlock on it.
See any keys in there?
can I roll a perception to see if I can see any keys?
Sure.
Or a key box. Something of that nature.
I won.
So at least I didn't
You
fail.
see this big yellow box over by the door that says keys.
There's a key box in here.
Are any of the trucks or trailers numbered?
Yes, they all have numbers on them. The
one
tractors do at
The
least.
one closest to the door. What's the number on it?
D-
To the man door, I mean, to the house.
yes, you remember it.
Okay. I go in there, open the key box.
Okay. It's got a key with that same number on it.
Pull the key.
Okay.
Go over to the lock. Try and unlock it.
All right. You open it up.
Yep.
All right. There's a whole bunch of crates in here.
I check the crates.
All right. You open the first one. First off, when you hit it, it seems like there's something actually in this one.
Okay. What's
Open it up.
What's it got in there?
Pop it open. It's an entire crate of Charmin.
We got toilet paper.
Ultrasound?
Yes. Ultrasound.
It's the only Charmin you buy.
Man, your military's upped its game.
None of those cheap bundles you get in your MREs anymore, buddy.
You mean the marshmallows?
Okay, so you gonna check some more crates in this truck, or are you gonna go on to the next one?
I'll just take time to inspect and see if it's just random stuff that's been put in this truck, or is it specific?
You open up 3 different crates in this truck, and all 3 of them are Charmin.
Okay.
It's the toilet paper truck.
This
Yep.
is the toilet paper truck.
Okay. Good to know.
How many trucks are in here?
There are a total of 6.
6? Okay.
You literally have a truckload of toilet paper.
Swear to God, if the next truck has toilet paper in it, we're gonna burn the motherfucker down.
I check the next truck's number, go get the keys, try it.
Okay. You pop open the second truck. You open it up. There's crates in here.
Check them.
It's an AK-97.
We got guns!
Sweet.
Is there ammo in here?
Nope.
Just the guns.
Whole truckload of AK-97s with no ammo.
Check the next truck.
But they all preserved in. So it's great because when you open it up, it's not just like it's just sitting there. The thing is wrapped in like a highly durable plastic, and inside the plastic, it's in like 90 weight grease.
Right.
It's
It's
deep storage.
It's
Deep storage.
how they store guns. I mean, it works.
Hey,
Keeps the rust off.
some of the U.S. military just put 90 weight oil in big drums.
Big
Yep.
drums.
Put
just-
guns in it.
Yep.
For long storage.
Mhm. Anyway, so
I'll check the other 4 trucks.
all right. So in addition to that, you also find a pallet of hot pockets, or a truck of hot pockets.
God, that's a lot of hot pockets.
Hot
A lifetime
Pockets.
supply of hot
Yes.
pockets.
With freezer burn.
Twinkies?
You find
No, just
one
snowballs.
trailer is completely filled with lumber, like 2x4s,
and 2x6s. And...
8x8s. So a variety of lumber just stacked inside this tractor trailer here. You find another one that has lots of TVs, plasma TVs.
Okay.
Lots and lots of plasma TVs, different sizes. Anyways,
And they're all crap now because the plasma's frozen.
There might be deep storage procedures to defreeze them.
and then the final one, you open it up, and it has a whole bunch of iPhone 10s in it. The entire thing is completely filled with iPhone 10s.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of phones.
Not even good ones.
Okay,
Sorry, iPhone X. First one that was a letter and not a number. No, it was not iPhone 10.
It's a Roman numeral.
okay. Then after that, I will. That was all the trucks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I will. I guess head toward where the computers were.
So back to where he was at.
No, the storage facility for all the computer components.
He's just staying in the office.
I'm
I'm,
staying in the
I'm
office
the
and-
runner.
I'm,
Oh, okay.
I'm monitoring while he's searching.
So you drive to the next area, and it's filled with pallets, floor to ceiling.
I pull off. I check the pallets for the computers.
well,
yeah,
I would
they're all
have given.
completely empty.
I was gonna say I would have given you a thing so you would have been able to go to exactly the bay and shelf and all
Yeah.
that stuff to find it.
These are empty. They may
Well-
not have been able to fill this yet. I don't know.
While he's there, make me a computer use roll.
So it's computer science, or do you want me to do? It doesn't matter. They're all 15. So I made it by 2.
Made it by 2? Alright. So you're sitting there and you're just like opening up different files, and you end up opening up the very first file that was written to the computer, you know, detailing the inventory and stuff, and it shows that the main operating base went online January 5th, and that the first scheduled equipment was supposed to start coming in on the 22nd.
Right.
The bombs fell on the 22nd.
So it never got here.
But we got the first scheduled supply. The first 6 trucks.
Well, that it's in this storage vault.
Yeah, we could go to DSB2, see if it's got anything else.
What the hell?
Really quick though,
Is there any link between these computers and the computers in DSV2?
No. Completely separate.
I'm gonna go back to the office.
Okay.
Go into the logs for the security logs and check the logs for the main vault door. It should
The
show
one that
like
you opened up when we first got here?
yeah,
Okay.
and just check. I see the most recent two, which were me opening it and closing it, and then what was the one prior to that?
January 22nd, 2011.
Was it closing or opening?
Closing. Looks like it was an
Now-
automated order.
And then I'm gonna go to the security log and see if there are any log entries after that date.
No.
So no personnel got here. Or were here when it closed. Okay. Wanna head to 2?
Sure.
Alright, we're gonna head to 2.
Get to 2.
Lock all the doors and shit.
Yep, close everything as we leave them.
Get to number 2. Your badge gets you right in. Doors open all the way this time.
Yay!
Do you close the doors behind us?
Yes.
When you get in here, there is a single 18-wheeler in this. The vehicle, the area here is not chilled like the other one was.
So you're now sweating bullets.
And no, actually, his suit automatically.
Compensates.
Yeah, it's technically an all-weather suit. It just runs off of batteries, and it'll heat or cool.
You'll eventually have to replace the battery.
Yes. But anyways, you get to there. It is 70 degrees.
Nice comfortable weather.
Same type of control room area and everything.
I'll check the truck. Oh, I'll go to the office. Find
Okay.
the keys to the truck.
Okay.
Check the truck.
Okay. When you go and you open up the truck, it seems to have dog food in it.
We already have a dog. You can feed it. Okay.
Everybody needs a dog meat, right?
I'll go log into all 3 computers
Okay.
and check the logs.
All right. Everything else is pretty much the same. This one seems to have actually started receiving on January 6th shipments of goods that were dispersed into. These don't seem to have like big shelving systems. This one seems to be a whole bunch of small rooms.
Okay. I'll check the inventory of what was received.
According to this, there were seeds and animals.
Seeds and animals. And it's 70 degrees in here. That's not a good sign. I will check for one of the seed vaults.
Okay.
Just the closest one to here.
This place actually has 10 seed vaults. All of them are at about negative 60 degrees.
Still running? Okay.
And all of them have redundant seeds. Same packets of seeds in each of the 10 vaults. Just as backups in case something happens to one of the other ones.
Alright.
What about the animal vault?
There are both animal vaults stored with fertilized embryos and stuff like that. There are DNA samples of creatures for use with, according to the computer systems, recloning if something were to happen. And there are a few full-grown specimens currently kept in stasis in the small rooms of every known animal on the planet as of 2011.
Shit.
We found ourselves an ark.
We can breed crocodiles. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So we've got. I am going. Would
to
it be
do
worth?
one thing.
Would it be worth this speaking to you, would it be worth potentially cannibalizing some TVs to try and see if we can pull some necessary electrical components? Since we know that truck is full of plasmas.
Try one, see if it has the right components in it
Okay.
to get what we need. Yeah,
So
we can do that.
I would say that we should do that before we leave,
We'll just leave this vault alone.
and leave this vault alone, and lock it down, and we've got the numbers and everything.
Well,
so
We've logged the 2 numbers for DSV1.
we want to see if there's another
We're
one here.
I'm gonna try the Mattrans, or see if there's a Mattrans computer system in here.
There's 2 of them.
But I'm gonna use Lakesh's login that he gave me
Mhm.
to try and get into it.
Okay. You're into the Matran system.
Now we know what the hacking. And then I'm going to get the location numbers.
Mhm.
Does it specify with his login which one's which?
No.
Okay.
It's just one number higher.
Would it really matter?
I have an idea for this. So, let's go back to the other one, DSV1. So we're going to go back to DSV1.
Okay.
You're gonna put me in the
What?
transport between
No,
the two?
no, here. I'm going to get the keys to the plasma TV truck.
Okay.
I'm going to try and start the truck.
Starts right on up.
And I am going to...
300 years just sitting there, fires up just fine. Doesn't even need a warm up. No coils or anything. Press the button.
Well, that's interesting. Doesn't run on diesel.
That's not gel in there.
That would have been smoking like a sieve. I'm gonna drive this truck down to the Mattrans.
Okay.
You wanna log back in and open the door?
Give me Lakesh's login credentials?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll set
I
it
can
by
see
the
Skippy
computer.
mentally adding those to his notebook.
Pretty much. So yeah, if you put me at the computer, so I log in and make sure that the doors are open so we can drive through and all that.
Okay.
Drive the truck down. I'll
Okay.
park the truck in the side part, the outer part. I'll go back to the back of the truck, open it up, take one of the TVs out,
Okay.
and set it on the inner one.
Okay.
Then close it,
Okay.
lock it up, head back up to the office
Okay.
to get the other vehicle, which is going to be a walk.
Okay.
In the meantime, am I...
When I get to the office, I'm going to tell him, activate one of them once I get down there.
Am I setting it to the coordinates of...
Send it to Cerberus.
Is that a good idea? We could test it out just in here. And go from 1 to 2.
Well, yeah,
And then
because
that way we don't risk transporting a semi-truck into the Cerberus.
that's true. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll activate one of the things, giving it one of the codes for...
The lower or the higher one?
So we'll do the higher one on DSV1. Or I'm searching for the one that's...
What we should do is do the higher one at DSV1 to the higher one at DSV2.
Yeah, basically.
Just to determine which Mattrans is
Yeah,
which one.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And then as he's doing that, I'm driving to DSV2 to head to their Mattrans.
Okay. When you get to the other Mattrans, both the single TV in the middle and the truck are there.
Okay?
Here's a question for you. Do the numbers match each other, or are they separate?
One number higher or one number lower.
I understand that.
No, he's talking about like DSV1 versus
Does
DSV2.
DSV1's high number, not high number, sorry. I'm trying to think about how I'm trying to ask this. Basically, I'm saying, since it's clearly operating both the exterior and interior Mattrans at the same time,
But
is one of the sets of numbers on DSV1 or DSV2, doesn't matter, is it the same
No.
as the other?
No. So essentially, like, one of them is 100 and 101, and the other is 200 and 201.
Okay.
I think what it is I think the lower number is the small one only, and the big number is both.
So the only way to really test that would be to take the truck out and then try it.
You could dial just the smaller one with the truck in there, and if just the small single TV goes,
No, that's what
Well,
I'm going
that's
to
what
do.
we tried to do, though, and you said that they both.
No, we did the
you
higher to
did
the
the
higher.
higher number.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do
So-
is I'm going to go to the office in this one, log into the Mattrans,
Pull up
and I'm going to pull up the camera, and I'm going to do the lower one to the lower one
Okay.
and hit it.
And you have a single TV now.
Okay. So the lower number controls just the smaller DSV, or the smaller Mattrans, and then the bigger number controls both. We don't really need to transport the whole truck because that's not going to work out well. One way or another. Trying to fit a semi truck into a smaller Mattrans.
Let's go lead with one TV. So first thing I'm going to put the truck back at DSV1.
Okay.
Does the TV stay there?
No, it's now gone.
Okay, that's fine. It's one TV, whatever.
It wasn't even in the same thing though.
It was in the Mattrans still.
So it killed it even
It just
though-
deleted it.
Just because it was in the
Yes, because it purges it before the new stuff
Okay.
can
So
appear.
I drive back to one.
okay.
I'm gonna take one more TV out, and I
Try to
want you.
cannibalize it.
No, I'm gonna take one TV out, put it in the little Mattrans.
Okay.
Is there any paper in the office that's free, like
Sure.
notepads, whatnot? I'm gonna write a note with the little Mattrans's location number
Mhm.
on it.
I have that number stored in my.
I know.
my notebook.
Listen. I'm gonna log the number on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna say, with regards, Henry,
Okay.
and go down to the Mattrans, stick the note on top of the TV, go back up, and we'll just send the TV. So lower number to Cerberus.
Okay.
TV disappears.
We'll wait a few minutes, see if they come back.
Okay.
Because if they, well, wait, shit! And I go shooting off to the Mattrans to go get the truck. Turn off the Mattrans for a minute.
There's no way to
There's no way to turn it off.
turn it off.
Or no, wait, send the truck to the other Mattrans for right now.
Okay.
High number to high number.
Yep.
Okay. Truck's over
And
there.
then we'll send the truck back.
I love
once
it.
We
He
hear
was
back
like,
from them.
I'm gonna go wait. Oh shit!
I was like, wait a minute.
Well, we had a whole truck full of TVs, but now we just have one. So, anyways,
He's yelling at this to me as he's headed out the door toward Mattrans 2 so that he can just pull it out and not have to worry about it ever again.
so
Back at
yes, back at Cerberus, the system starts winding up. And break.
break or done for the evening.
Because it's 9:30.
It is 9:30. That's why I was asking. You just said break. Though,
What's it
so-
been like? 6-7 hours since we left?
Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all next time.
My character probably got bored and just like, alright, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap right here. Good night!
No, nobody's even gonna ask, what's your bottle? Why are you cuddled up with this?
Bridget's worry face has gone away now that she sees
Bye.